welcome back to the channel. I'm Kate.
I'm Tom.
And we are the Mortons on the Move. And today we just wanted to answer a question that we get a lot. We are actually entering our 9th year of full-time RV living on the road. And people often ask us, like, how do you do that? I mean, 9 years without a home base, traveling around, like, how do you do that?
And the answer is that we really haven't been traveling all these 9 years. We do have 2 home bases. We've done a video series over the last summer, showcasing upgrades that we made to property of ours up in northern Michigan. And that is just an RV property. It's a place for us to go, but it's ours, and we can kind of be stationary there for a while. It's got now a shipping container on it, a storage location for our RV, a place where we can do some work. But we also have a spot in the south, yes, here in Florida, and that's where we have been for a little bit of time this winter. So yeah, while we are full-time in an RV, we, yes, do not own homes in either of these locations. We do own property and, yes, a spot.
Because after probably about the first year of serious travel, we honestly got burned out. Like, having to plan where you're going for every day of the year, it can just get really exhausting, and being away from family and friends. But we didn't want to give up the flexibility and the traveling of this lifestyle. So we kind of made some changes throughout these 9 years to, take some time to stay in one spot. And that has really enabled us to stay on the road very comfortably for the last 9 years, and foreseeably into the future. We really have no plans to stop this, because we've actually started, like as Tom's saying, building these home bases that are perfect for RVs, that are built around facilitating that. And so we can be a little bit more comfortable for some stationary RV living for a few months before we get the travel bug and want to get back on the road again. So today we wanted to show you our place in Florida. We have been coming here for a lot of years. We actually, probably about year 2 or 3, we started coming to this lot, and just this year though we made some serious improvements to make it even more ours and even more comfortable for coming down here foreseeably into the future.
Yeah, do you want to show them around?
Sure. So this is our spot. We are in a kind of mixed community here, where it started out as a campground, but slowly over the decades people have built houses, people have switched out RVs for trailers, and then maybe back to RVs. So it's a really interesting mix of, houses, destination trailers, and RVs. And we've got this little slice here amongst some houses and some tiny homes.
It's a corner lot. We own from there to there with our little trash can in the ground.
But it's just a really cute little slice of paradise.
This place is technically a condo.
Yes, this is a condo. It's a horizontal condo. So there's, HOA fees, things like that. Lawn is taken care of, and, we've got full hookups available. So it makes it a very easy place to just plop down for several months in the winter time.
But we do own the dirt, and we were able to do things like this.
Yes. So before I get to this, when we first got the place several years ago, it did not look like this. So it was primarily just this slab of concrete from, who knows when. There used to be a trailer home here. It was torn down, so there's like some interesting cement work here, but we've worked with it. And then this whole area was grass, and we had these palm trees here, which have grown up over the last.
They would you'd whack your head on them going under them.
But now they're nice and big, and we've got our string lights from them. And this year, most importantly, was the big year of installing a bigger patio. This just allowed us to spread out more, not be in the grass, fewer bugs. There were also some like sticker grass weeds in there that would get on our feet and stuff. So we just took care of all that this year, and oh my gosh, what a difference it's made. We got the patio table, we've got the hammock, and it even allowed us to set up our inflatable hot tub. I know it seems decadent, but we do use it actually quite a bit, and we actually got it several years ago during COVID when a lot of hot tubs were closed.
But it kind of goes along with like the cost-effective living. Like we can live here. We're a mile from the beach.
Yes.
And
we can get there from get there on the golf cart, which is another thing we just got this year that we were really excited about. And Tom recently did a complete lithium battery install,
and solar panels
to replace the lead acid batteries in there. And we're really excited to share that video with you guys as well. So this is kind of like breaks up our year a little bit when we're like so intensely traveling, or in the case of last summer, so intensely developing a piece of property up in Michigan, that this is kind of our little getaway in the winter time. And one of the main reasons that we hit the road in the first place was our love of coming to Florida or any southern location in the winter time, escaping the cold and enjoying the sunshine and the warmer weather. So, I mean, there are lots and parks like this all over the South, and even mid-latitudes where you can purchase lots and kind of set down. And we're not here all the time. So when we're not here, we're able to rent out the lot to other people, kind of earn back a little bit of money on the overall cost of this. These lots aren't cheap, but over an extended period of time, they can be a very cost-effective way to be in a location for a long extended period of time and enjoy those amenities. So,
but also being able to do things that you want to, like so this hedge here, like that wasn't there when we first bought this.
So we put that in, and it added a lot of privacy. Otherwise we were spilling out into the road. So having a little chunk of property that's yours and that you can modify and that you can put your things in. We have a big old storage box here on property that is locked when we're not here, so it's got things like chairs and patio stuff. And
we updated the electric and the water connections, so it's like new and nice. Yes. And
so you kind of basically get
trust
to
it.
Make your ideal campsite when you do something like this. And it doesn't make sense for everybody for sure, but we actually have family in the area, so we're able to come down here and visit family for a couple of months. And it just really worked out for us. And we find that in the wintertime, it's a great way to just kick back, relax, and get rejuvenated for summertime traveling. So we've got actually a lot of plans for traveling extensively this summer, so we're kind of using this time to prep and rest up and get everything in order so that when we leave here, usually in either April or May, because it starts getting too hot here for us, especially with a black RV in Florida, even running all 3 air conditioners. It can be a challenge to stay comfortable in there. So that's also something you have to consider when you're buying a lot or looking at an extended stay, is being able to stay cool or warm if you're in a more northern climate.
We couldn't be in Michigan right now. It's absolutely not possible.
Not possible. So around April, May is when we kind of get pushed out of here due to the hot weather, and we start heading north to find those, nice medium, moderate temperatures. And it's really worked for us. We've been coming down here, like I said, for probably 6 or 7 years. And this is kind of like a second or third or fourth home at this point. So that's one of the ways that we have been able to do this for so long, is that we have these planned downtimes in these little home bases that we love coming back to every year.
I think another thing is that we're just not the only ones that do this. There are lots of places where you can own really an RV lot in kind of an RV community, but you can also do it on your own if you just buy a chunk of property, as long as you're not up against community rules. Sometimes RVs are looked down upon in certain communities. Don't expect to be able to buy a lot in like a city and live in your RV. It does have to be a specific place. This location, being originally a campground that's kind of turned into a residential area, still allows RVs, so it works for us. Up north, there's no zoning, there's really no rules saying that we can't be there. So It's definitely doable, and this, while not as common, is not out of the norm. It's just kind of an alternative way to live.
I think another thing that we really like about it is we're more able to permanently spill out of the RV instead of having this mentality of, oh, I'm here for a few days or a week or something, and then I have to pack everything up and leave. So if you're going to come down and be here for a while, you're able to kind of really turn your outdoor space into part of your living space, which makes the RV not seem as small. And so these are kind of actually times where we're able to spread out, kind of relax a little more, and get out of the RV more.
Be home.
And be home.
So after about 2 or 3 years on the road, we really started to long for some familiarity, because as exciting and as cool as it was, like discovering new places all the time, we just found that we like ran out of energy. And so finding a place that we were able to settle down for a little bit, not just in the summertime, because we did have property up in Michigan at the time. It was undeveloped though. It was just really nice to have a place that you knew you could come back to, and that was always available for you, and that you didn't have to figure out everything. You didn't have to figure out how the new campground worked or figured out where everything was in town. So
And sometimes people go back to the same campground for the same for
Yeah,
that kind of a thing. And you
absolutely.
can definitely do that too.
but
But
just year after year after year, it tired us out.
and we kind of did think about getting back into a house at some
Yeah.
point, but we still love the flexibility that the RV lifestyle enables, and kind of owning our own little chunks of RV property works really well for us.
Yes, it does. So that's how we have been able to keep doing this.
Yeah, and it's fun to be here in the winter. We get to go down to the beach a lot, and tonight actually I've got a rocket launch that I think we're gonna head on down to. Should we bring you with us?
Yeah.
Should we take it with us?
Yes, absolutely. It's one of the fun things to do here in Florida, whether you're a space nerd or not. They are fun to see. It's basically like a reverse meteorite or something like that. It's fun.
Yeah, here in Southern Florida, we get to see the launches. Pretty much anyone in Southern Florida on the eastern seaboard gets to see it, and we can see those little rockets from here. I mean, we got clear enough skies. I think we might load up the dogs and go see if we can see it.
Yep, let's do it.
You puppies ready to go?
So they pushed the launch back a little bit later, so it is a little dark out there, but we should be fine. And we might get to see the jellyfish.
We'll see. Our night vibe. You guys ready to go? I'm gonna show off your night vibe with all your cute little lights you got around. Caitlin did a really nice job just kind of decorating with some of these fun little lights. Got these string lights up here. And then my touch was adding these under slide lights to the RV, which I really like. You go. Well, looks like people are here. There's all the carts waiting. Can you park over here? What time we got?
We got 3 minutes and 25
3 minutes,
seconds.
So we've run down to our local little dog park here in our golf cart, where it's real popular to watch launches. There's probably a dozen other carts here tonight. This is actually a launch that's been scrubbed a couple times because the strong back that connects to serve the fueling and actually hold the rocket up before it launches didn't retract properly. So we'll see if it goes tonight. As a kind of a space nerd watching SpaceX fly as many rockets as they do now, here in Florida is just really, really fun. We come down for a lot of these. It's after dark tonight. It's like a little too dark. Caitlin mentioned the space jellyfish earlier. A couple days ago, we got a great view. What happens is as it launches, if it goes right after sunset or right before sunrise, the exhaust as it plumes out in space can be lit up by the sun and create a jellyfish-looking thing in space, and that's a really cool phenomenon to see.
Really cool.
But it doesn't happen very often.
It was the first time that we had seen it, and it was amazing.
But tonight we should at least see
It looks
a nice.
way too dark for that, but we'll have a good clear view. It doesn't look too cloudy.
We see the fire. We are 90 miles away, so there's actually a pretty big delay before we can actually see it because it's over the horizon for us. But Caitlin's got the live feed up on her phone that we tend to watch, and then we kind of know that it's airborne, and we look out and we look for that fire. And on a really quiet night, which it isn't tonight because it's super windy, we can even hear the rumble from 90 miles away as it takes off.
We got a
Here we
minute
go.
42 and counting.
Here we go. All right, let's see if it lights. You see the glow?
Not yet.
Oh, it's airborne. All right. So it's flying. Now we look out over the horizon, and it usually takes about 30 seconds. Of course, we're not focusing at all out there.
Not yet.
Come on, focus. There we go.
There it goes.
See the glow?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yep.
Turn that down loud. There it is. It's kind of behind the clouds. It's hard to see there. But... oh, we lost it. Oh, it'll pop out. There it is. Solar. Wow, look at it. Come on. Come on. Stay in focus. Maybe it is going to light up. Wouldn't that be something? What the heck? Oh, it went out. So there we go. That's rocket launch. The Falcon Heavy ones are particularly exciting because they have the extra boosters. We actually did just hear the launch. Wasn't filming. I didn't expect to hear it. It takes 6 to 7 minutes before we hear it. That's how long it takes. And I think we actually just heard a sonic boom from it. So it depends on launch conditions, weather conditions, all sorts of things as to whether we hear it or not. But I don't know. I'm a space nerd. I'm just totally nerded out about all this new space activity, and I love going to watch the launches.
Totally derailed this video that's supposed to be about stationary RV living and how we full time. But you know, just sprinkle in a little bit of space nerdish in there. That's perfect.
Always.
Follow your passions, people.
Anyway, thanks for joining us here on Morton's On the Move. We got more travel content coming at you. I got a very excited little dog in front of me here.
There you go.
There you go. As always, you can learn more about us over on our website. We hope that you join our newsletter where we actually send out daily content. We've written thousands of articles over on our website about RVing. And if you're interested in this lifestyle, there's a lot to learn over there.
We also have comics, we have solar calculators, we have all kinds of stuff over there. So check it out, and we will see you next time.
Stay safe, everyone.
Bye.